The dream formula. Why your manifestation is buffering. Most of you are trying to manifest from a state of total brain fry. Your nervous system is cooked. Your cortisol is redlining. And you're trying to think positive as you've been told to vibrate higher. And it'll all work out. That's a lie. The universe doesn't respond to your wishes. It responds to your neural architecture. Today, I am diagramming the dream formula. This isn't spiritual fluff. This is the clinical math of identity overwrite. Dream. Desired reality embodied as mine. Yes. D. Desire. It starts with the desire. So, you want to know what you want and why you want it. So when you look here, most of you don't know what you want. And most people don't know what they want because the amygdala, which is this red thing right here, it screams too loud and it causes the thalamus, which is here, which is your gatekeeper of reality, to tune out the signals of the insular cortex. That's this here. This is your internal sensor for your desires and your intuition. When this is trying to send the message to your thalamus, which is the gatekeeper of your reality, it can't hear it because your amygdala is screaming too damn loud. It's like, no, high stress, danger, right? And this is the eternal noise of stress and uncertainty. If you can't see the target, you're just shooting at the shadows. Side note, if you can't find your desire, you don't need a coach. You need a somatic strike. Link below for that surgical strike. R. Reality. The reality you desire. Reality as we know it, 3D and 4D. So, if you look at this right here, this is the 3D, right? This is the mirror. This is what you see. This is what we know. So, this is the physical world you see with your eyes. Your relationships, bank account, current job, career, etc. Next, over here, you have the 4D. 4D, here, this is the source. This is your internal world, right? And a lot of people, they view like 3D, 4D, 5D, and they view 4D kind of outside of themselves, but it's actually from within where you're connected to source, right? Where your dantian is. That's what they say in the Tao and things of that nature. Your manipura, your soul. So, with that, your internal world, your imagination, your feelings, assumptions, all of that. In this view, reality is not something you get. It is something you are currently projecting. This is your 4D out here. This is the projector. Imagine you're a film projector. The film strip is your internal state, your B. The light is your focus, your attention, whatever you're focusing on. What you see on the screen is your physical reality. If you don't like what's on the screen, you don't change the screen, right? You're looking at it like, I don't like what's on that screen, so I'm just going to change the screen. Oh, I'm going to throw the whole TV out. That's not how that works. You're not the movie theater. You're just throw the screen out. I don't know. I gotta get rid of it. So instead, You change the film strip. This is what you change. Internal, not the external. A better way, as opposed to changing, is to incinerate the film strip. Most people are trying to tape a new scene onto a burnt, dirty piece of film. E, embodied. The person you be. This is when you stop looking at the movie screen and start feeling exactly what it's like to be the character on the film strip right now. It's the shift from just watching a mental image of success to physically and emotionally wearing the confidence and certainty of that success in your own body. A, as. This is the bridge. The dream and you, there is no separation. The last part of dream, as mine. Say it, as mine. Good. It isn't coming to you. It is as you. M, mine. The ultimate claim. This is the ultimate claim. It belongs to you. You don't think about your brain and heart. You just have them. Mine needs no explanation. It is a biological fact. Now you have your desired reality embodied as mine. You let your worries go. But they say you have to constantly think and blah, blah, blah. In the present moment, you don't have to think. You just are. You just be. Thinking is doing. Thinking is something you do. You're still processing from do, have, be. That's the trap. This is how most of us are conditioned to think. It's linear if-then logic that often leads to burnout or a waiting for life to start mentality. Do. If I work 80 hours a week, then I'll have the $1 million. Be. Then I will finally be worthy, happy, successful. The problem. You're constantly chasing a feeling. Be. That's locked behind a condition. Have. If the have never happens, you never get to be the person you want to be. Get it? So you go around thinking you have to do something to have something to be something. Nope. The sovereign flips the script. You have to be, do, have. Be states. You decide to be the leader now. Disciplined, decisive, wealthy in spirits. You don't wait for the bank account. You feel composed and successful. You adopt the composure and decisiveness of success right now. You already decided to be. The money is the echo. The be is the source. Do the strategy/action. Because you are being that person, you naturally do what they do. You invest wisely, you network with intent, and you work with high level efficiency. The doing isn't a grind. You aren't trying. It's a natural expression. You don't try to network. You network because that's who you are. Have the story/results. Because your actions are consistent and high quality, you eventually have the abundance and millions of dollars. The money becomes the physical evidence of the person you already decided to be. The money is the echo. Again, the be is the source. The I.N.I protocol. If you lose your center, remember I.N.I. The I inside yourself. I, identity first. By being the person first, your happiness and confidence aren't dependent on the market or a paycheck. You're already there mentally. And natural momentum. When you be first, the doing feels less like a grind and more like a natural expression of your character. I, inevitability. It is extremely much harder to have an empire if you don't first be the type of person who can command it. Be the type of person who knows how to manage, grow, and keep it, and the results become inevitable. The confrontation. You aren't working towards success. You are working as a success. But if your amygdala hijacks your mind, you will self-sabotage every win. You need a system override. I don't teach you how to ask the universe for things. I show you how to build a nervous system that commands and demands from them. If you want handholding, hire a therapist. If you want the immediate high voltage incineration of the global glitch you just witnessed in this briefing, click the link in the description. Claim your coordinate and clear the toll. Stop making excuses. Go create the art. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Go get your dream.